Hey home bakers, it's Jack here at bakewithjack.co.uk, bringing your weekly bread making tip every single Thursday. And today I want to talk about slashing stuff up, slashing your dough, making a nice decorative cuts in the top of it to allow it a little bit more expansion in the oven and to give it deliberately weakened areas for it to burst, and you get that super crispy crunchiness inside those gaps, which is the ultimate. It's quite tricky to achieve in your oven at home, but it can be done with a little bit of trial and error and practice. It can be done, but either way, whether that rupture, that burst happens or not, it's going to be delicious and it's going to look wicked anyway. Fun fact, in the olden days there used to be a communal oven in the village, so I'm told. I wasn't there. And people used to bring their loaves down to bake in the communal oven, and in order for them to recognise their own loaf, they'd slash a little trademark on the top so they'd know when it came out, they'd be able to recognise which one there was, and they could take their own loaf home. Let's do it. I've got a bloomer to slash. Let's slash it up. So this is a bloomer loaf that I have ready, proved and ready for the oven. It's very, very soft. Now I'd recommend, if this is your first time slashing something, don't wait till this stage. Just go like halfway in the proving or till it's nearly done, it's still got a bit of firmness left. Cut it really nicely, and then you can allow it to a little bit more time to puff up a little bit more before it goes into the oven. But that's the safest way basically, because if it's too delicate and you cut it, you might lose all the air before it goes into the oven, which is bad news. Keep it a little bit firm, slash it, and if it doesn't go anywhere, if it's quite happy, you can let it prove up a little bit the rest of the time before you put it into the oven. This one's quite delicate, so I'm just going to go for it. A little bit of flour everywhere and rub it all over nicely, really gently, but everywhere, because it looks really nice, yeah? You get the white bit with the flour on top, and then you get the bit where you've cut it with no flour, and it all puffs up and looks really, really lovely when it comes out of the oven. Small cuts are a bit safer than big cuts. If you don't want to go to a big cut straight away, nice small cuts look lovely too. I'm going to do a combination. I'm just going to freestyle it and let's see what happens. This is a Grignette. This is what I'm using. It's basically a baker's razor blade on a plastic handle. It's got a curve in it. You can get straight ones too, but this is quite cool. It's brand new, so it's nice and sharp, and I've got to be real swift with it, real swift with the cutting. Get your fingers miles out of the way because it is well sharp. Right, here goes. Woo, big cut. There we go. Slashed, sliced. It's okay for a minute. I might just leave it for a minute because it's not going anywhere. It might just open up a little bit before I pop it into the oven. Let's leave it for a bit and get it into the oven. So there you have it. The loaf is baking. That's how you slash a loaf of bread, and I'm going to cut to a nice picture of it finished now. Pretty cool, hey? So, TV magic. You can slash whatever you want, a baguette, a roll if you want to, go crazy. I use this, it's called a Grignette, Grignette, Grignette. You can buy one from my website if you want to, the link's underneath. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. We do this every single Thursday. Let me know your baking disasters. Let's try and get on top of them. If there's one thing that's playing in your mind trying to figure out in your bread making, send me a message on here in the comments, and I will get on top of it. I'm here every single week and I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Bye bye.